not doing their job for them, you're making their job easier. Yeah. You're making it easy for them to choose you.
This is the business of art.
G'day, Paul here with the Business of Art, where creativity and commerce come together. This is part 6 in my interview series with Marketing Specialist Sherryl-Lee Secomb, and it's the final part of this video series. So if you haven't seen the other parts, I will link them all up in the description below, and you can check them out whenever you're ready. In this video, Sherryl-Lee talks about dealing with the media and what to put in a media release to promote your show. So let's get into it. You mentioned something earlier about the fact that 2 journalists are now doing the work of 20, and so what does that mean if we want to get a media release in the paper or something like that?
Yeah, it's stop treating journalists and the media like a promotional vending machine. That's not what they're there for. They're real people. They're very nice people, but they're overworked. They move around a lot, so you can develop a relationship with a journalist at a particular media outlet, and then 6 months later they're somewhere else. So it's an industry in flux for obvious reasons of the change in print media and all of that sort of thing, and cutting costs. Developing your relationships with them is the same thing. It's introducing yourself and what you do and developing a good media pack. And that's not just a one-page press release anymore. The press release might go into the media pack, but a media pack document is a whole 8 or 9 page document that contains everything that journalist might pick up and say, I have a gap today. I don't have to ring this person. I can just build a story right here.
So what goes into that pack? So media release, I'm assuming
media
photos?
Release, yep. Information about the theatre company itself or the producers. Headshots and bios of a cast, and if it's a large cast, like say a musical, it might only be just some principals or some people with an interesting angle that would be interesting to the journalist, the creative team, everything that they would need. It's almost like a website in itself. It's got to look good, it's got to be attractive, and then obviously put in a selection of profile and landscape high quality promotional photos. Yep. Put that all into a Dropbox. Convert the URL to that Dropbox to a bit.ly link, because you can then track that bit.ly link and see how many people you can click who clicks on it, and you email that link to them so that the journalists can then choose what photos they need, because nowadays journalists have no editorial freedom. You've got to give them 400 words and a selection of photos this way or this way, because they don't know whether it's going to fit. It's so different to what it was 10 years ago. You're not doing their job for them, you're making their job easier. Yeah. You're making it easy for them to choose you.
So I would reach out to a journalist at a local paper. I would go, I guess, to the website, find out who the media contact is for editorials, send them an email saying, hi, my name's Paul, I run Small Crown Productions, just want to introduce myself and let you know I've got a show coming up, and I'll send you some stuff soon.
You can do that, you can start there, and even the step before that is follow them on social media. And read what they do. So go in and actually know how they write, what they write. Is it right for you? Is the local paper the only thing? Is there a publication that is gender-based? So you might have an all-female production team. So would you go for female women's magazines, or is that a better fit? It doesn't have to be theatre publications either. That's usually industry-based. That's not where your audiences generally are.
No, that's right.
So it could be any sort of publication, but go online, learn about the journalist. It gets you away from using them. They're not vending machines. Get to know them, get to know what they write, and go on social media and build that relationship with them, and comment on an article they've written, because you can bet that journalist is watching the comments of what they wrote.
Yeah.
And start a conversation of what you genuinely enjoyed about that article. And so they're going to remember your name when you email them.
Yeah, I just think that's so great, that idea of not approaching the journalist from the point of view of, here's my stuff, I want you to promote me, but here's my stuff, and it's done in a way that I know will make your job easier if you can use it, and taking out that sense of expectation as well. But yeah, that sense of the way that we give it, the way that we present it, the way that we connect, coming from that point of view of service.
When you send out that media pack link, it's not just for that, for the sake of that. That is a resource that you're giving them. In addition to the fact, when you send them an email, you might pitch them a story. So relevant to their publication or the sort of story that they write, you've got someone in the cast with a really interesting story that is relevant to, that you think their readers might find interesting. Yeah. So you pitch that story to them, and I've included, so you get to know us a little bit more. If you're interested in this story, I've got other ones. Love to be able to share some stories with your readers.
So that email that goes out, what would be in the subject line?
Okay, don't put the word media pack, don't put the word promote, because a lot of these publications now have flags that anything in that sort of thing goes into spam, and also it's very boring.
Yeah.
So
would you use, say you've got a media release as part of that pack, would maybe the headline that you're using on your media release be the subject line of your email, or what kind of thing?
It could be. So the headline, if it's something that's going to grab their attention, throw some emojis in. Do anything that is different that helps them to stand out from the hundreds of emails they get every day. It's like posting on social media. Don't assume that just because you did it, everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
You could follow up if you've posted or pitched a good story to them. If you have developed a little bit of a relationship, you could follow up with a phone call. Don't be afraid of that, but don't expect that they've seen it.
Would you send that once, you get no response? Would you just resend that same email a second or third time?
Yeah, just a second time.
Just a second time.
Yeah, send it back and then give them a call.
Send it the second time as though it's being sent the first time.
Just wondering if you saw,
there would be a little
got lost in, understand how busy you are. Sort of,
Yeah.
It's respectful all the time, acknowledging they're human. And it's sort of then you can feel when you're being pest.
Yeah. Great.
But don't be afraid of it, and ask, and then build relationship. Have a chat.
3 most important things for people to think about.
Takes longer than you think. Build relationships. Be a storyteller.
Love it.
And be consistent.
Great. If people want to connect with you, how can they do that?
Well, my website, so you can make contact through that. I write an Australian theatre blog, and so everything is under the banner of An Idiot on Stage.
I love that so much.
I think it says so much. anidiotonstage.com.au, and my marketing arm is under my own name, but it's all under The Idiot. So it just generally is, all it says is that I have a sense of humour.
There we go, some more great advice from Sherryl-Lee, and 3 really great tips to think about as we start to develop our marketing strategies. Now, if you're interested in getting your hands on a free media pack template, then I have put a link in the description below to Sherryl-Lee's website, where you can download the media pack template that she uses for all her media packs, absolutely free. So big thanks to Sherryl-Lee for providing that for us. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. It would be great if you could give this video a like. Of course, smash the subscribe button, as they say. And of course, if you found something useful in this video, there is a good chance that you will know somebody else who would find some value in it as well. So please tag them in the comments, share it with them, whatever you've got to do to pay it forward so we can keep helping each other out. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.